we're going to be continuing with Judgment. So we're going to continue, and we're on chapter 5. So let's get into this. Alright. Well, actually, let's do this first. I can do this really quickly, because I pretty much have all the ingredients. Might as well do this so that way at least I can get the extract recipe. I'll just skip all this stuff. Skip all this stuff real quick. Just so I can get the ingredients. I'll just do this.
Excuse me. Huh? Huh?
There we go.
Excuse me. Huh?
There we go. Now I have the... or the formulas, I should say. Alright. Done with that.
You don't give up, do you? And stay down.
Yeah, so, the next Judgment tile, it got leaked. It's not said what it's coming out on, or when it didn't say what it's coming out on, or when what day it's coming out. But, we did get a title, though. Lost Judgment, what it's called. So, now we know that there is gonna be a sequel, and the title. We just don't know what it's gonna be released on and when. That's the only thing those are the only things that are missing.
Sugira.
Kaito-san told me you'd be here. Don't forget about me next time, yeah?
Wish you'd fucking forget about me. Is there a reason your little gang needs to keep meeting up here?
It's so nice of you to let us use your store, Higashi-san. Especially when you're clearly so opposed to the idea.
Don't talk down to Yakuza, kid.
It's okay, Higashi-san. I think we all know you're nicer than you let on.
What the hell?
Damn, and you're braver than you look, Hoshino-kun. You got the skills to back it up?
Just a third-degree black belt.
Huh?
Not that I've ever had to use it.
Well, I'll call this meeting to order.
Sure, I'll do the honors. Masamichi Shintani of the Genda Law Office has been murdered. Given that his eyes were gouged out, it's likely the mole was responsible. And I'll need all of your help to track him down.
The ADDC, huh? Weird time for that to come up again.
Again? It's come up before?
We can talk about that later. What's important now is Shintani called them before he was killed.
I don't get it. What's the connection between Shintani and the ADDC?
I think I remember them being in the news a lot last year. Something about a new drug that could win a Nobel Prize.
Yeah, here it is.
The ADDC's research into AD9 has now been published in one of the world's leading scientific magazines. leading to the gathering of reporters from both Japan and abroad that we have here today.
It's a brand new dementia drug. They call it AD9. This was right after Director Kido from the ADDC published his paper on it. They're still undergoing clinical trials on larger animals, but apparently every single mouse they've given it to has made a full recovery.
Now with
The man giving the presentation here is Dr. Ryusuke Kido, a world leader in neurophysiology and the primary researcher on AD9.
He's the one who showed me around the center when I was looking into Okubo's case. Guess he's been the director for a while now.
From what I can tell, the Ministry of Health is increasing the ADDC's budget to hasten the development of AD9. They're even adding another building to the center. It's a huge project.
Damn good deal they've got.
I'm still not getting it, though. Why Shintani go and call them?
That's what we're about to find out. And there's only one way to do that.
Come on! Can't just take a man's phone.
First off, we'll need to figure out who Shintani was calling.
Yeah, but how are we gonna do that over the phone?
I suppose that all depends on your acting skills, Detective Yagami.
I just have to figure out who he called and why.
ADDC, front desk speaking.
Hi there, ma'am. This is...
No one's suspicious.
This is Takayuki Yagami. I'm a lawyer from the Genda Law Office.
Hello there, Yagami-san.
I'm calling about a lawyer named Shintani who I believe contacted you yesterday. I was wondering if you could connect me with whoever he spoke to.
Do you know the extension you wish to reach?
Sorry, I don't.
Why don't you just tell me what the call was about, and I'll connect you to the proper department.
Oh, it was, It was about AD9, the drug that can supposedly cure dementia.
Sorry, but I'm not authorized to talk about that. Why don't I connect you with our publicity department?
Sure.
Please hold, sir.
Doesn't sound like you're making much progress.
Thank you for waiting.
Yes?
It seems our publicity department never received a call from a Shintani-sama.
I see. Thank you anyway. No way this happens over the phone. It'll be faster to just head over there myself.
You think that's gonna work?
Not sure, but I know the director, remember? Worst case scenario, I come back empty-handed.
I'll come with you, Yagami-san.
Okay, me and Nagashi will go check out what's going on with the Matsugane family. Shouldn't be tough with Hamura out of the picture.
Hey, I don't remember saying I was gonna help you.
By the way, Yagami-san, whatever happened to that guy from 3 years ago? Shinpei Okubo.
He's in the detention center. Been there since they gave him his death sentence.
Have you ever gone to see him, Yagami-san?
No. Why would I? Why do you ask anyway?
I don't know. I was wondering what he was like. The case got tons of news coverage, you know. I was also wondering what you thought about the case. I mean, did you really think that he was innocent?
Probably.
But then he walked and killed his girlfriend. You defended him for that too, yeah?
I did. Okubo-san asked me to after he murdered Emi-chan in cold blood.
Yep.
Did you believe him then too?
He kept saying the same thing. How he could never have killed anyone. But... I didn't believe him, no. Fighting for him in court made me sick to my stomach.
Do you think he deserves the death penalty?
That's enough of the question, Sugiura.
Whoa, my bad. Was that too far?
Nah.
If you say so.
Yagami-san? You're heading to the ADDC now, yes? I'm gonna grab a taxi for us. I'll wait for you over on Park Boulevard. Over here, Yagami-san. I have a taxi for us.
どちらまで行かれますか？それでは出発いたします。
Really excited for tomorrow. Judgment Day happens, and we'll get to see what the next Judgment game will look like. Also, I hope that, like, if you do hear something that sounds like wind or something, I'm sorry, it's just my mic's very sensitive.
Isn't it just one part of a larger organization? If I recall correctly, they call it the Medical Institute. Is that accurate?
Yeah. They own every last inch of this campus.
It's incredible. Even with all these buildings, they're still getting budget to expand from that new drug. So? Is it the same as you remember?
Yeah.
Huh? Don't go too far ahead, Yagami-san!
What are you all shaken up for? Calm down. Just stick with me and you'll be fine. Got that, Yagami?
Hey Psycho, what's up, man? I'm doing good.
Try not to just ditch me, okay? Is something wrong?
It's just... after 3 years, it still looks the same.
Huh?
Almost like time itself has stopped.
Yagami-san.
Come on. Front desk's over there.
But yeah, I'm doing good, Psycho. Just continuing with some Judgment. It did get leaked, the next Judgment game. It got leaked. It was on, what was it, the Japanese PlayStation Store? It was like it showed the next Judgment game.
Do you have an appointment?
Sorry about that.
I don't, sorry. My name is Hoshino, from the Genda Law Office. This is my partner, Yagami. We're here to talk about a murder that took place in Kamurocho yesterday.
A murder?
A coworker of ours named Shintani. He was the victim.
Oh, Psycho, do you hear anything that sounds like wind?
Huh?
We're hoping you can help us track down
Because when I was testing the mic, it's like, it's very sensitive for some reason. Lost Scoutman, do you think it's real?
Well, could I at least talk to Director Kido instead?
I mean, it could be fake, but the thing is, it was on the store. And usually when things are on the store, they usually are real,
I don't
though.
think that'll be necessary.
Yeah.
Look over there.
I don't know if the title is going to be called that here, though, because it's the Japanese store, so probably in the West it's going to be called something different, because that's usually what happens with these Yakuza titles. They're usually named different between the two regions. Like Japan, instead of Yakuza, it's like a dragon, or in the Japanese language, it's what was it? You say it as Ryuga Gotoku. That's how you say it. But here in the West, it's just Yakuza. And in other games, same thing. They have different names too. Like this game in Japan, it's called Judge Eyes, but here it's called Judgment.
What else you want from me? I have nothing more to say. I've I've told the
No
police all
win,
that
just
I
your voice,
know.
that's it. Oh, okay, that's good. Yeah, because I was testing out the mic and it's like, it's really sensitive to my breathing for some reason. It's really weird.
Yeah, I know. Sorry about
Like,
all
I'm not
this,
breathing
Director.
like super hard or anything, and for some
Problem
reason
is,
it's like
my partner here
really
won't
sensitive
leave an
to
arrest
it.
till he sees
So
the
that's
scene of the
good.
crime.
I'm glad that's the
But
case.
I'm sure we'll be leaving soon.
That's not what we agreed upon. You know this isn't about how long it takes.
And what about Okubo? I take it he's still not fessed up.
No, not quite as of yet, sir. We all saw where the body was. Exactly where he said it would be.
Quite true. Not much point in fighting this now. The Minister has made it clear that he wants it resolved soon as well. Just look at how much trouble one contractor has caused.
Sorry, which minister? I didn't know about this, sir.
The Health Minister. It's all his call how much funding we get.
Director, if I may, if you would just direct me to the scene of the crime, I could head over there myself. I'll be out of your hair in no time, I assure you.
I'd rather you didn't wander on your own. So instead, she can show you. Terasawa-kun, these gentlemen here are Shintani Sensei and,
Yagami.
It's a pleasure. I hope I can help you find what you need.
Well, with that, I'll be taking my leave.
Thank you again, Director. Apologies for all the trouble.
This way. I can show you how to get to Waku-san's room.
Who's Waku-san?
The guy who died in his room?
Oh, yeah. And you are... Terasawa-san, huh? Wow, you're young. And a looker to boot.
Can we keep this professional?
Huh?
Nice try, Shintani-sensei.
Not the friendliest girl in town, huh?
We're not exactly welcome guests here.
After I busted my ass to pass the bar, I always figured I'd have my pick of the ladies.
But, anyway, yeah, you know. I do really like, but yeah, I think that definitely is gonna be, you know, the title. I don't know if it's gonna be called on the West, but
Straight ahead is the ADDC's
it could be
general
possible.
ward. Waku-san's room is on the 4th floor.
Aiden, what's going on, man? Good to see you. I hope you're doing good today.
This was the room assigned to Waku-san.
What's that?
I'm doing good. How about you? How's your playthrough going? It's going
That's
good,
the
Aiden.
research wing, where they develop all our
Going
new
really
drugs.
good. We're on chapter 5 right now. This is like a flashback
You can't get in
sequence.
without a gold key card, though. Not even I have one.
Gold, huh?
I suppose because it's the heart of the center's operations.
Huh. Sounds like it's a whole nother world back there. Security like that must be a bitch. Come on, Yagami.
Before he died, Waku-san spent most of his time in here.
And when was he admitted?
2 years ago. With Alzheimer's.
Some kind of dementia, right?
Alzheimer's is a neurodegenerative disease that leads to dementia, yes. In fact, it's the cause of almost 70% of all dementia cases.
So, they're one and the same, kinda? Anyway, do what you gotta do, Yagami.
Has anyone else slept here since Waku-san's death?
Nobody, no.
And Waku-san was missing from his room the morning of the incident, yes?
That's right.
So, he was murdered here, then carried out.
I can't say for sure, but it's likely.
Working on that assumption. How was his body carried outside? I should look a little closer.
What the? The window's sealed shut. There's no way Waku-san could have escaped through here. All the rooms have windows like this, right? It seems like people would notice if something was going on in here.
Well, we only have so many employees in this ward. The halls stay fairly busy, but it's mostly dementia patients moving between appointments.
I see. I wonder how the room looks from the hallway.
You got all you need from here, yeah?
I think so.
This word's gonna be a little slow because it's pretty much like a flashback sequence. So it's mostly gonna be talking and stuff. So it's gonna be kind of slow here.
You can definitely see what's going on from out here. Shintani-sensei, can you lay on the bed for me?
I guess so. Care to join me, Terasawa-san? What do you got to lose? It was a joke.
So from this vantage point, you can't make out the person's face.
So, was this the colossal waste of time I knew it'd be?
Nope. I got something I'd only get from being here.
Does it matter? It's been days. Case is practically closed. Shinpei Okubo is guilty as hell.
Well, according to him, he's not.
Well, of course that's what he says. Consider the facts, though, man. You want to review the case?
Let's review the case.
Sure. Let's go over what we know so far.
Whatever you want.
I definitely don't want Shintani as a lawyer. I wouldn't want him.
Alright, here we go. Our victim was the patient staying in this room. Koichi Waku, male, age 66. At 8:30 a.m. on the morning of the crime, the nurses noticed he was missing from his bed. Given Waku's degenerative state, they assumed he was wandering around the hospital somewhere. But after being unable to track him down, hospital staff filed a missing persons report.
Right.
You know what a dementia patient's like, though. Hard to imagine they'd make it outside on their own. The only conclusion then was that somebody must have taken him out of the hospital. After inspecting all the cars that came in and out of the center, they were left with one possible suspect. A laundryman by the name of Shinpei Okubo. It didn't take much prodding for Okubo to confess burying Waku's body out in the mountains. And lo and behold, 3 months after Waku disappeared, the cops found his body rotting away right where Okubo said it'd be. Cause of death was most likely suffocation, but they still don't know for sure. Any objections to this so far, Yagami-sensei?
Actually, yeah. You're forgetting something.
And what's that?
Okubo-kun insists he didn't kill anyone. All he admits to is dumping the body.
You can't say for sure that the guy who dumped the body actually committed the murder. If I budge on that, I'd be admitting Okubo-kun did it before the trial even started.
Oh, sure. But come on, Yagami. Guy's got a history of assault, and it's on record. Roughed up his girlfriend. Accidentally broke her finger.
Right, but that was over 6 years ago. He was just a kid. Got drunk, made a huge mistake.
And what? It's okay for a kid to hit a woman?
Of course not. But that's not what he's on trial for.
True.
I don't condone what he did. But legally, committing one crime doesn't mean you're guilty of another.
Fine. But what about Okubo's shaky alibi? He said he left the center at 10 a.m. after grabbing the sheets from the general ward. Claimed Waku-san's corpse somehow got loaded into his truck. Who's gonna believe garbage like that?
If anyone should, it's his lawyers.
We're meeting with Okubo after this, right? You should just be honest with him. Tell him the case is unwinnable.
Are you two done here?
Yep. Can you show us the garage next? The one where Okubo-kun parked his truck. The service entrance, I think it was. That's the only other place we'll need to see today.
We'll need to take an elevator down there. Follow me.
And this is why I don't really... Yeah, this is why I'm not really sad that Shintani died. I don't mind that. Because he's not exactly a likable guy. You just gotta wait for her here.
Hey, Yagami, you're never gonna last if you keep taking cases like this. Criminal suits are a constant test of your conviction.
The nurse walks normally while we speed run.
You don't even pay that well.
Exactly.
You say that around.
Look, just chill out, okay? Take it from me. I've been around the block way longer than you have.
We're already at the elevator and she's just like walking slowly.
Looks like a regular old garage to me.
You'd make it out with no problem if you put a body into your truck down here. It's quiet.
It is.
Hey, Yagami, check this out. These are the carts they use to collect sheets and linens. Day of the crime, Okubo was all over the hospital with one of these things. It would have been simple for him to sneak a body in there and cart it right out.
Maybe so. Where was Okubo parked on the day of the incident?
Oh, the truck was parked here, with the back facing the elevator. Here's a recreation of it.
I see.
DNA evidence from the victim was found in the flatbed of the truck. That's proof enough that the body was there. And when they confronted Okubo, he flat out admitted it.
When was Waku-san last seen?
Just before 8 a.m. on the day of the crime.
Yeah, 7:50 to be precise. An ADDC scientist will be testifying to that. He claims he saw him nice and cozy in his bed.
I see. Can we talk to this witness?
I tried to get an appointment, but they shut me down. Said they don't want us interfering with their research anymore.
Yeah, that's not suspicious at all.
Exception this once.
This isn't an issue you want to push, Yagami. Worst case scenario, you get charged with witness intimidation.
All right. Anyway, the victim was last seen at 7:50.
That's right. Breakfast is at 8 o'clock, so the patients who can walk on their own gather in the break room. But on the day of his disappearance, 8:30 came and went with no sign of Waku-san.
You thought you'd find him quickly. Didn't exactly turn out that way.
Right.
Got that, Yagami? Here, let's go over some more details.
Sure, let's hear what the great Shintani sensei has to say. Let's hear what this weirdo has to say.
All we know is, Waku was taken out of his room sometime between 7:50 when he was last seen, and 8:30 when everyone noticed he was gone. During that 40-minute span, somebody suffocated Waku and stuffed him into the laundry bin. Nobody suspected there was a body in the cart. And the only clear culprit was Okubo, the man in charge of the laundry. To further back this up, DNA evidence from Waku was found in Okubo's truck. Then when the police questioned Okubo, he confessed to burying the body in the mountains of Okutama. 3 months after the crime, Waku's corpse was finally found. With me? This thing's airtight, Yagami. I know you're getting into this, but come on. Just give it up already. You don't have a chance.
Even though Okubo says he's innocent, I promised him we'd do everything we could.
Not my problem. You shouldn't make promises you can't keep.
Fine, then I'll do it alone. You don't have to be involved.
Even if I'm not, the loss will hurt Genda-sensei's reputation.
Lawyer of the year,
Sorry,
ladies and gentlemen.
He's innocent. I can't back down from this.
Fine. I'll be in the lobby.
If you like, I could take you to see Wakusan's room again.
You don't mind? That would be great.
Also, Shintani, you never said what a motivation was either. There's no motivation yet. Even that you can't say that he did kill him. Here I am again. Don't really see anything out of the ordinary, though.
Wakusan was here until the morning of the incident. Then he just up and disappeared. The window's sealed shut. There's no way Wakusan could have escaped through here. I wonder how well you can see in here from the hallway.
Are you finished?
Yep, I'm investigating.
Yeah, I've seen what I need. Anything else you can share?
How long will Okubo-san's sentence be?
Huh?
If he's found guilty, that is.
Probably 10 years, maybe more. It's hard to say for sure.
And what if he confesses? Would they shorten his sentence?
Well, at the very least, it'd make a better impression than insisting he didn't do it.
But you're still going to push an innocent plea? Even though Okubo-san is the one who'll suffer for it?
If he's really not guilty, he won't have to. I'll win. But to be perfectly honest, this is my first criminal case.
What?
Civil cases have been a mixed bag for me, too. I've actually lost more than I've won.
Is that so?
Apparently, a smart lawyer would never even consider an innocent plea in this case. Guess it's a good thing that I'm not so smart then, because I honestly believe I can win. Terasawa-san, were you close to Okubo-kun?
I spoke to him pretty often, yes. I would see him around the ward all the time.
And what did you think of him? Did he seem like the kind of guy who'd do something like this?
I'm sorry. The director told us not to say too much.
Not suspicious. That's definitely not suspicious again.
If you know anything that can help, just get in touch, okay? I'll do whatever it takes to set Okubo-kun free. But I can't do it alone. Just give it some thought, Terasawa-san.
Anytime it's something where it's like you can't meet somebody or we can't say too much, that's usually a red flag. That's not a good sign.
Just now, we went to the ADDC. Thought I should have a look at things with my own eyes.
And how did it go?
There's no chance you walk. You're practically a lost cause.
Hey.
Yagami-sensei, is that what you think?
It's like this, Okubo. You tell me you're innocent, and I'll fight to the end. I really have nothing to lose by helping you out.
It's just like I told you. Whoever did it is framing me.
On the day of the crime, you were in the general ward of the ADDC, yes? Starting at 8 a.m., you went around to each room and gathered the linens.
Yes. Nobody would dispute that.
And after that, you covered Wakusan's nose and mouth, suffocated him, and then carted him out in a laundry bin.
Shut your pie hole, Shintani.
Wakusan wasn't there when I went into his room. I didn't see him at all that day. You have to believe me.
And I do. So when you went down to leave the center at 10 a.m. after gathering the linens, you realized there was a body hidden in the truck.
Yes. That's what happened.
Then, after debating whether or not to report the body, you'd in the mountains.
That's gonna be a huge hurdle to climb in the trial.
I had a criminal assault on my record. I knew the police would have suspected me if I went to them.
Aren't you forgetting the bad blood you had with Waku-san?
Huh?
Bad blood? What are you talking about?
3 days before the murder, Waku-san claimed Okubo-kun here punched him and stole his wallet. They told me all about it at the center.
When did you even ask?
While you were busy chatting up Terasawa-chan.
Hey, I wasn't the one making sex jokes.
Even if I bitch about it, I'm still damn good at my job.
Well, Okubo-kun, did you take his wallet, or...?
Not quite. They call it delusion of theft. It's a symptom of dementia. You think something's been stolen from you, then blame the first person you see. Not the easiest thing to deal with, right? Someone accuses you of theft for no reason? Must have been a shock. So when Waku-san tried to hit you, you just about hit him back.
But I didn't hit him.
No. You murdered him.
I wouldn't kill a man over something like that.
Ah. I wish I could believe you, pal. Come on, Okubo-kun. You got a record of violence.
I'm sorry, Shintani, are you on the prosecutor's side?
I swear.
Because you sure as hell aren't good at defending him.
Please, you have to believe me. Whoever did this is laughing at all of us right now.
Calm down.
Yagami-sensei, do you believe me?
I do.
Okay. And next time, come alone.
Fine. I can take a hint. You and Yagami-sensei can cuddle up all you want.
Hey, you know that nurse, Terasawa-san? Cute girl. It sounded like she was worried about you. Bet you'd have a chance with her once you get out of here.
I don't know. If you'll excuse me.
Is the guy does 9S does Okubo? It sounds like the same voice actor. I could be wrong. It does sound like him though. It does sound like the same actor who does 9S and Nier. Anyway, this is why Shintani not exactly depressed over his death. Not exactly depressed.
So Shintani just left you hanging, huh? He's gotta learn some damn patience.
Maybe so. But this is my case now. I can handle it myself.
Huh. Okay.
Yagami-san.
Hmm?
Have you seen Mafia lately?
Where's this coming from?
She's just not that great with men. I suggest you...
I saw her getting the Judgment too. Is that true? Okay. Yeah, it got leaked because on the Japanese PlayStation Store, there's a Judgment game, and there's like a new Judgment game. It says Lost Judgment. That's what it says.
Hey, nothing's official yet, guys. Regardless, keep it on the down low, okay?
It's on the Japanese. It's only on the Japanese PlayStation Store that you see it. It's like a digital deluxe edition, is what it is. But we'll see tomorrow though, because tomorrow is was it Judgment Day? It's called, which is like this little gaming thing they're gonna do with this game.
For her to date a defense attorney?
I think what it's gonna be is a PC port of this game, and then of course the sequel. They're gonna reveal the sequel.
Yeah,
that's the plan.
What is your plan here?
But yeah, apparently that's gonna be the next. That's gonna be the name for the game. At least in Japan, because they always switch them up between the regions. Like one in Japan it has this tile, but then the other it has a different tile. So, what should I focus on if I want to prove Okubo innocent?
Take a look at this. It's the hospital room the victim was staying in. This is the last place Waku-san was seen before he disappeared. At the time, the witness would have seen Waku-san from this angle through the window in the door. But the cabinet here would have been blocking his face.
Uh-huh.
In other words, there's room to argue that the witness never actually saw Waku-san to begin with. It might have just looked like there was somebody in there. Or maybe the killer set it up to look that way.
And how would that impact the trial?
Well, the premise that the victim was still alive at 8 o'clock would no longer be on the table. Meaning, the crime could have occurred during a much wider time range. With that in mind, we could claim there's no proof that Okubo took Waku-san out of the room.
Right. Not bad.
What the hell's your problem?
Was that Shintani?
I think so.
Get back here!
What is that?
That bastard. Oh, was eavesdropping on you.
What the hell?
I tried to stop him, but he pulled a stun gun on me.
Was it a stun gun, or did you have to, or did you really have problems going to the bathroom? That was hilarious. He's like that. Alright, so let's chase this mysterious person. I wonder who this mysterious person could be.
Hold up.
You won't get away.
A woman?
Help! Someone help me!
Aren't you Terasawa-san?
Let me go!
We got a groper out here? Scum of the earth! Not on my watch, you son of a bitch!
Alright, immediately get a bike. I don't have any of my upgrades, so yeah. Get a bike immediately for this. Because this part you don't have any of your upgrades. Get up. There we go.
Can all lawyers fight like that?
I like the jacket she's wearing, because it's like, it's kind of like Saijima's jacket. It's kind of like that. I mean, it's a little different because the fur, it's dark, whereas Saijima's, it's like, kind of brownish.
Did you really need to run away like that?
Bicycle for the
assume you
win.
came to see me.
Yeah.
There was something I wanted to talk to you about, yes.
Bicycle's the best weapon
But
to use,
I wasn't
pretty
sure
much.
if I should. Then that pig-headed friend of yours started shouting, so I just lost it.
Okay, but did you have to tase him? Not that he didn't have it coming. Anyway, I'm listening if you want to talk. No matter what it is, I'll keep your secret. Anything you tell me will fall under client attorney privilege.
Well, you know the witness who last saw Waku-san? Said he saw him sleeping in his bed.
Uh-huh.
Well, that witness is a man by the name of Shono-san. He's one of the scientists at the ADDC. Not only that, but he's the director's right-hand man, too.
And this is him?
Pretty much your run-of-the-mill researcher.
Yes. He's a very dedicated doctor, so the nurses have a lot of faith in him. But something felt off when I heard what he had to say about the incident.
And what's that?
I guess I'm just skeptical as to whether or not he actually saw Waku-san. I don't think he's intentionally deceiving us, but he may be mistaken somehow. And if I had to guess, I'd say the other nurses feel the same.
Still, why hasn't anyone mentioned this until now?
How could we? Nurses talking about a doctor behind his back? That's not something a nurse could do without consequences. And if it came to a courtroom testimony...
None of you would testify?
Maybe the other nurses wouldn't, but I would. I never really fit in over there anyway. Besides...
Yeah?
I think Okubo-san is innocent.
Oh, really? Sounds like I've finally got an ally on my team.
Alright, Ace Attorney time now.
I'm currently employed as a researcher at the Advanced Drug Development Center. Part of our research consists of clinical tests we perform on patients in the general ward of the center. On the day of the crime, I was making my usual rounds through the ward.
And what time was that?
Around 7:50?
You're sure?
Yes. The patients eat breakfast at precisely 8 o'clock. I always head to the break room myself, right around then, too.
This break room, to be precise?
That's correct. Our more mobile patients walk there for breakfast, instead of eating in their own rooms. Then, while the nurses help the patients eat, I ask about how they feel and how the medicine is treating them.
And on the day of Waku-san's disappearance, you passed by his room before going to the break room?
Yes.
And in that room, you saw Waku-san lying on the bed?
Yes.
Can you describe the situation to us as you remember it?
The door has a window, so you can see into the room from the hallway.
And this is the room you're referring to, yes?
That's correct. From where I was standing in the hallway, I could see Waku-san lying in bed. He was asleep, with a blanket covering most of his body.
And what time was that?
Around 7:50.
No further questions.
Yagami-sensei, why did you call her to the stand?
She actually asked to testify. Is that a problem?
Not really, no.
Here's my chance for a comeback.
Terusawa-san, you were present for Shono-san's testimony just now, yes?
Yes.
And what is your opinion on that testimony?
For a scientist, I felt his wording was rather imprecise. And as a medical professional, I felt his actions were negligent.
Could I ask you to be a little more specific?
Our witness, Shono-san, claims he saw Waku-san sleeping in his bed during his morning rounds. However, there's no way he could have known
Look
that
at
just
him.
by looking in
You
from
could
the
already
hallway.
tell. Not exactly a nice person.
I have evidence supporting Terusawa-san's testimony.
Shono shouldn't have been able to see Waku. I have evidence to prove that.
Please look at this. It's a photograph of the victim's room as viewed from the hallway. In other words, this is what Shono-san would have seen when he checked in on Waku-san.
This evidence points to this fact.
Shono-san was lying when he said he saw Waku-san in the bed. Excuse me? What he saw from the door was likely nothing more than a bulge of sheets. He couldn't have been able to identify it specifically as Waku-san. So to claim as much in his testimony seems like quite an exaggeration, don't you think?
But common sense would dictate otherwise, would it not? Who would be in the bed other than Waku-san?
The staff nurses are trained to always enter a room when checking in on a patient. In Waku-san's case, it's impossible to tell anything just by looking in from the hallway. There was actually one time a while back where we thought he was under the covers, only to find Waku-san eating in the break room a second later. And upon re-examining the room, we realized that we had mistaken a bunched-up pillow for Waku-san.
The witness makes an important distinction. The prosecution asserts that Shono-san's testimony is clear, that the victim was taken out of his room at some point between 7:50 and 8:30 in the morning. They claim that because of this time frame, the defendant must have smuggled Waku-san's body out in his laundry bin.
That's why Okubo-kun was assumed to be the only person who could have killed Waku-san.
But if Shono-san's testimony is invalid, as the defense asserts, we have to consider the possibility that Waku-san was taken in the middle of the night when nobody else was around. After which, the killer could have waited until the morning to plant the body in the defendant's truck. In other words, the defense establishes that there is reasonable doubt that Okubo-san is the killer, rendering the prosecution's central argument unsound. Your Honor, taking this new testimony into account, I'd like to call Shono-san back to the stand for cross-examination. Shono-san.
Yes?
Let's see how Shono responds with that evidence and Terusawa-san's testimony out in the open.
I'll get right to the point. On the day of the crime, what did you see when you looked into Waku-san's room?
I saw Waku-san asleep in his bed, I think.
And did you get a clear look at his face?
I don't remember.
So it's possible that it could have been someone other than Waku-san in that bed. Or maybe even a pillow that you mistook to be Waku-san's body. Isn't that right?
Objection! The defense is leading the witness.
Sustained. Please rephrase the question.
Shono-san, can you say without a doubt that Waku-san was in that bed when you checked on him?
I don't think I can, no.
You see
The
him.
defense rests. But I do have a quick remark for the prosecution.
Huh?
The prosecution's argument is falling apart. Now they're going for the kill.
The charges against my client stem from your assertion that he's the only possible suspect, assuming the crime took place within the stated time frame. However, the defense has proven without a doubt that Shono-san's testimony is unreliable, establishing a reasonable doubt for my client. I would suggest then that you withdraw the
He's
charges
screwed.
against
Yep,
my client.
he's screwed.
With such inconclusive evidence,
One Punch Man is
you'll
screwed.
only be wasting the court's precious time.
The prosecution does not consider the witness's testimony inconclusive. His memory of the incident may be fuzzy, yes, but that doesn't change that he saw the victim.
So, your whole case is based on a fuzzy memory? This promising young man's future is at stake, and you're willing to throw that away on unreliable testimony?
Dr. Shono is a bright and diligent researcher. After watching his own grandmother develop dementia, he vowed to create a drug that could cure the disease. After paying his own way through medical school, he went on to become the head researcher at the ADDC. Day after day, Dr. Shono visits his sick patients out of the kindness of his heart.
Yeah, One Punch Man, what does this have to do with the case? This doesn't mean much.
If you want to know whether I trust this man, then my answer is a resounding yes.
In other words, because he's such a great researcher, his testimony is infallible. His own admission that he's not sure is somehow overlooked? Is that the sum of it? Because from here, it sounds like you're putting your faith in Shono-san's title, not his testimony today.
The prosecution is not as easily swayed as you think. And you want to talk reputation? What of your client's history of domestic abuse?
Ah, great. Uh-oh, he's gonna bring up Okubo's record.
6 years ago, the defendant broke his girlfriend's finger. The poor girl is still suffering from the effects. And the cause? A minor, drunken disagreement. Now, fast forward to what occurred a few days prior to the crime. Waku-san, suspecting the defendant of stealing his wallet, lashed out and punched the defendant in the face. Given the clearly violent nature of Okubo-san here, that alone would be motivation enough to murder the poor old...
Is something wrong, ma'am? Please remain seated while court is in session.
It's funny, he'll talk about how good Shono is, but then when it comes to Okubo, oh no, he's terrible and stuff.
Terasawa-san?
Okubo-san is not a violent person. And he hasn't even had a drink in over 6 years. Not a single drop since the incident.
My court will not stand for this commotion.
He didn't blame Waku-san at all. He knew that the outburst was just caused by his dementia. That it was all the sickness's fault. So there was no reason for him to resort to murder.
Terasawa-san, please.
Okubo-san really is an incredible, caring person.
Please leave this courtroom at once.
You're right that he may be hard to approach, but he's a kind soul, and he always keeps his promises. Okubo-san's not the only person in this courtroom who would be affected by a guilty verdict, either. As a matter of fact, it would break my heart. And even through it all, he wanted me to keep this a secret, not to tell anyone, not even his lawyer, that we were dating. Even though he knew he could have ended up in prison, making sure I was safe was the only thing in the world he cared about. That's just who he is! But when the prosecution has already decided he's a criminal, how could he possibly be given a fair trial?
Her little outburst wasn't technically admissible, but as the trial dragged on, it hung over the jury like a stone. And in the end, Shinpei Okubo was found not guilty. But only a month after his release, everything changed. The same girl who had so bravely proclaimed Okubo's innocence died by the man's own hand.
Yeah, that's heartbreaking, man. That's really heartbreaking.
Hi.
Something wrong?
No, it's nothing, Vice Minister.
But...
I haven't seen you in about 3 years, Kido-san. I see you're still the director.
You look familiar, but I can't quite place the name. I seem to recall you looking sharper.
I'm a detective based in Kamurocho now. The name's Yagami.
Ah, I remember now. You're the reason Terasawa-kun's no longer with us. Remember, Shono?
Okubo-san was unstoppable. If only my testimony had been better.
Shono-san, right?
Does it matter? What brings you here anyway?
I'm investigating a murder, and I'll need your cooperation with it. Just like old times.
I've gone from ace attorney to ace detective.
Yes, I see. Yes. Thank you. It does seem we received a phone call from this Shintani-san you speak of.
Do you know who he was calling?
Dr. Shono.
The same Shono-san you were just with?
Why would Shintani call Shono?
Yes. However, it's unclear as to what the point of the call was meant to be. Shono was away from his desk at the time, you see, and Shintani-san didn't leave a message.
You have no idea what he wanted to talk about?
None. Shono says he doesn't know a Shintani-san, and sees no reason why he would be calling.
Oh, really?
Look, Shono and I co-authored the research paper on AD9. We're quite well known, as it turns out. Sometimes, complete strangers pretend to be close friends or relatives in order to contact us. Perhaps Shintani-san fell into that category.
Have you heard of the mole murders taking place in Kamurocho, Dr. Kido? 3 Yakuza, each one with their eyes gouged out. It's a grisly business. Shintani was killed in the same way.
I've seen the news.
Can you think of anything tying the ADDC to those murders?
Huh? Look, just what are you implying? Look, I believe we're done here. There's nothing I can help you with.
Please stop! You can't!
Yeah, Kyorei.
Detective Kyorei, Kamuro Police, Organized Crime. One of your guests here has information related to the case I'm currently investigating. That would be you, Yagami.
Hmm?
I'd like to speak to you as a material witness to the murder of the lawyer Masamichi Shintani.
Is that so?
Also, isn't it funny how he managed to find me here? He somehow managed to find me.
The mole's latest victim was the lawyer, Shintani. The last call he made brings the case that ruined Yagami 3 years ago back to the surface. A patient was taken from a hospital and found buried in the mountains. Yagami defended the suspect, Shinpei Okubo, and got an acquittal. But 1 month later, he murdered his girlfriend Emi Terasawa with a kitchen knife and burned the remains.
Chapter 6, Collusion.
I'd like to speak to you as a material witness to the murder of the lawyer Masamichi Shintani.
Is that so?
I'm Hoshino, an attorney at Genda Law Office. Officer, is this interview voluntary, or...?
It is.
It's your call, Yagami-san.
I think I'll pass.
Excuse me?
You have your answer, sir. You can go now.
You can make this easier if you come now. Next time, it won't be voluntary.
Your empty threats don't mean much to a lawyer.
Can you take this elsewhere? I really must be...
Too bad he's not a lawyer anymore, then. Your friend's nothing now. Just come along quietly. I'll come back with a warrant if I have to.
I'd like to see you try. Why do you suspect me anyway? I bet you don't even have a reason.
I can come up with a few good ones.
Enough! Get the hell out of my office.
You'll regret this, Yagami.
Kyorei-san.
Yeah, focus on me, not the billions of criminals that keep attacking me. No, just focus on me.
Before we go, can I speak to Shono-san for a sec? We need to know why Shintani called him.
Listen, I already told you he doesn't know. Get it through your skull. Now, please leave.
No problem. We'll let you get back to work.
This is really getting out of hand, don't you think? I can't believe that detective thinks you're a material witness.
Yeah. I don't know what he's talking about. But what I'm more interested in is how he even knew where to find me.
That's a good point. How would the police know we were here?
Beats me. For now, let's focus on Shono, though. It would be a waste coming here and not talking to him.
Agreed. Let's see if the receptionist can help us.
Can I help you?
Actually, I've already been here. I was just with Director Kido, remember?
Oh, of course. Did you forget something, sir?
Well, not exactly. I'd actually like to speak to Shono-san, the 89 researcher. Where would I be able to find him?
Let me see. That should be the research wing. I believe he's in the protein abnormalities lab.
Probably need a gold keycard to get in there, huh?
That's correct, sir. I should be able to lend you one with the director's approval, though.
Well, forget
Just
that.
Give me a moment to ask. Could you tell me your name, sir?
Actually, never mind. Kido-san seemed pretty busy earlier. I'll try back later.
Are you sure, sir?
Good call. There's no chance Kido-san would let us in.
At least now we know where Shono is.
The research wing.
Yeah. I wonder if there's a map around here somewhere.
Suspicious. The service entrance parking lot. All the delivery people come in and out through here. This is where Okubo's truck was parked 3 years ago. Hey, this goes over to the hospital. I think Waku-san was up on the 4th floor. Suspicious. Director Kido's office. We were just in there. What the? This leads to the research wing.
The receptionist said he would be in the protein abnormalities lab, right? Huh. Well, I guess that's not on this map.
Some kind of security gate, huh? The research wing must be just past there. What the? This is where we are now, the ADDC lobby.
Excuse me.
Yes, ma'am?
This is one of Shono-san's researchers. She was just about to return to the lab.
Oh?
My name's Hashimoto. I can show you into Dr. Shono's lab if you'd like.
Are you sure?
Of course.
Great. We'll take you up on that.
Wonderful. Hashimoto-san just happened to be passing through.
Thank you.
Right this way.
I really appreciate this, Hashimoto-san. I'm Yagami.
And I'm Hoshino, from the Genda Law Office. Thank you for doing this.
Oh, don't mention it. I'm glad to help a guest of Director Kido's. This place is so massive, you practically need a tour guide to get around. I hope you're okay with walking.
Oh, that's totally okay.
Oh, she's gonna get fired. I know it.
Hashimoto-san, what kind of work do you yourself do here?
I'm part of the team developing 89. Dr. Shono is the head of that team, but I'm pretty new around here.
Is that Morgana? Is that the actress that does Morgana? It sounds like her.
What does AD9 stand for?
Well, the AD comes from the name of the center. The Advanced Drug Development Center, ADDC. And it's the 9th drug our department's developed.
Oh, that was surprisingly easy.
I don't know, but it sounds like the same actress. I mean, because the guy who does Kyorei did Yusuke and Persona, so maybe it's the same actress, I guess.
It'll be the first dementia-curing drug on the market, right? Seems like it's really getting fast-tracked because of that. But there's a lot riding on this one, right? It could finally cure Alzheimer's disease.
That's right. Do you know how many dementia patients there are in Japan alone?
A couple 100,000 at least. Maybe even in the millions?
Right. As of 2012, there were 4.62 million.
That many?
By 2025, that number will increase to at least 7 million. Potentially up to 13 million, including at-risk patients. That's 1 in every 9 people.
Yikes.
However, as a nation, we're already at capacity in caring for these patients. In many cases, people over 60 are stuck looking after their dementia-struck parents in their own homes. Worldwide, it's estimated there will be 135 million patients by the year 2050. It's staggering. In other words, AD9 could save the world. This could be a real miracle.
I gotta say, this is making me feel kinda bad about how we treated Kido-san back there.
Director Kido will go down in history if we achieve this.
A lot's changed in 3 years. The bastard's really made a name for himself.
Be nice.
I think it is the same actress. Because I can't help but think of Morgana. I think it is.
Dr. Shono is right over there. Well, if you'll excuse me.
Hey Shono, you notice me? Look at me. He's not even noticing me. He's not even noticing me.
Shono-san.
Yagami-san? But, how did you get in here?
Did you not see me? I was knocking over chairs, dude.
I can't do that. Kido-san doesn't know you're here, does he?
Is there a problem?
Ichinose-san.
I've never heard you raise your voice, Shono-san.
Aren't you the guy from the lobby?
My name is Ichinose. I'm here from the Ministry of Health, offering political support to AD9's development.
Kido-san called you Vice Minister.
I'm sorry, but I'm going to have to ask you to leave.
Pretty lofty for a Vice Minister. You can boss scientists around, but I'm not biting.
So I see.
Shono-san, please. I just need a few minutes to talk. We'll leave right after we're done, promise.
I already told you, I can't. Not without Kido-san here.
I need you to tell me, why did Shintani call you?
Shintani? I've never heard that name in my life.
This is important, Shono. You have to have some idea.
Please, I don't. Now get out of here. I'm calling Director Kido.
Do what you want. Just let me ask you one thing first. AD9 is a pretty revolutionary drug, huh? I heard the Ministry of Health is even funding a new wing here. Sounds like there's a lot of money getting thrown around.
And?
You're sitting here knee-deep in government cash. Shintani tries to contact you, then he's found dead hours later. Pretty suspicious if you ask me.
I already told you, I don't know who this Shintani even is. If you want to talk money, Kido-san's the one to ask. Now please, let me get back to work.
What the? What are you doing here?
Kido-san.
I believe I told you to leave. What about that didn't you understand?
I wanted to ask about Shintani's call.
About which I already said Shono doesn't know anything.
And I needed to hear that from him, not you.
Enough. Call security.
We were just leaving.
That's for real. I would probably beat this security easily.
We're filing a complaint with the Bar Association under the Minister's name.
The Minister of Health?
That's right. Minister Kazami expects great things from AD9, and he won't tolerate distractions from your ilk.
You guys definitely are not suspicious at all. The way you keep telling me to get out and stuff. Definitely not suspicious
I feel like
at
we
all.
came up empty-handed. Why would Shintani-sensei have called Shono-san? Yagami-san?
That wasn't the first time I've heard about Minister Kazami.
Huh?
When was it, though? Who was talking to me about the Ministry of Health?
Ayabe.
It must have been Ayabe, when we were drinking over a tender. I definitely remember him mentioning Minister Kazami. We were talking about how the Kyorei Clan ended up in Kamurocho. Apparently, they're being used as muscle for a construction company called the Kajihira Group. A while back, Chairman Kajihira himself was going around, laying the political groundwork for a Tokyo revamp project. And one of the people he met with was Naohisa Kazami from the Ministry of Health.
Huh.
You'd think he'd go to the Ministry of Land, though. His project has nothing to do with health. What would he gain from meeting Kazami?
That's true. Do you think it has to do with our case somehow?
Minister Kazami's name won't stop coming up. Is that just coincidence or something more?
I don't know. Depends on what the two of them are talking about.
In that case, maybe our Kajihira expert can help us out with that.
Who?
Sugiura-san. He used to work for them, remember?
Oh yeah.
So, you want to know how Kajihira and Kazami are connected?
Yeah. Any way you can find that out?
Not really sure, but I'll give it a shot.
Thanks.
You're still at the ADDC, yeah? Just give me some time. I'll call you if I find anything.
Oh, Yagami-san. I'm gonna head back to the office. I just got an email from Saori-san. Apparently, a journalist named Hattori barged into the office. Says he wants to interview you.
Me?
It sounds like he's looking into Shintani-sensei's murder, too. Anyway, I'll go ahead and drive him off.
You'll be Genda-sensei's ace attorney before you know it.
He said it, he said it.
I don't know if I'm ready for that. Honestly.
Why?
Too much responsibility for a guy my age, you know? I think I make a much better sidekick for now.
Okay. But when that gets old?
I don't know that it will. Being a professional sidekick for the rest of my life sounds okay to me. I'll see you later.
Guess I'm on standby till Sugiura gets in touch with me. Excuse me, but do you have a minute? What is it? Let me introduce myself. My name is Shin Fujimori. Have you ever thought about investing, sir? Oh, this is that, like, side quest. Honestly, I think you're better off talking about that sort of thing with someone who actually has money. I got 7 million yen. Or, well, I say investment, but nowadays anyone can do it as long as they have a smartphone. You can invest on your phone. Of course. Ever heard of crowdfunding? It's where you gather online donations from all over the world. It's become a big trend in the past few years. Wow. And to streamline this process, we developed an app called Quickstarter. Instead of Kickstarter, Quickstarter. You can invest however much money you want to whomever you wish, whenever you like, all from the comfort of your phone. Well, it sounds easy enough, But the hard part, you know, is actually having money. Indeed. That's why millions of people make micro-investments with Quickstarter. Only a small donation is needed. And even some small donations make a difference. They all add up to help the campaign reach various milestones. Finally, once a campaign meets its goal, everyone who invested gains priority benefits. Unless they cancel the project and then they take all your money, which has happened many times. Priority benefits? Can you give me an example? Let's see. For starters, you can get special products shipped to you, or you'll gain access to brand new facilities. That actually sounds pretty neat. Doesn't it? I'll tell you this much. I once started up a company of my own, but I had a hard time raising the necessary funds. And wouldn't you know it, I got everything I needed from a crowdfunding platform I signed up with overseas. That's why I created this app, to help other entrepreneurs worldwide.
Huh?
Wow, so you're the president of a company? Oh, it's quite small, so it's not really a big deal. Anyway, the point of my story is, please try using Quickstarter for yourself sometime.
Yep.
Thing is, I did all of them, so... Okay, I'll at least install it for the time being. Please do. And by all means, let me know how it goes. It's been added to the pause menu. Thing is, I did all of it, so... don't really need to do it. Anyway, let's continue. Let's meet Kaito-san. Hey, there's Kaito-san. Looks like he's with someone he knows.
What's up?
Hey, Kaito-san. This a friend of yours?
Tak.
Oh, hey, Tak. This is Harechi. He and I go all the way back to middle school. Harechi. This is Tak Yagami, the guy I've been telling you about. Oh, the man himself. Kaito never shuts up about you. I'm Hayato Arichi. I hope I'm saying that right. Arichi is state president and director. I take it you own the company? Yeah, but it's still pretty small. We hadn't talked in years, but we ended up randomly crossing paths the other day. Now I've got a new drinking buddy. I'd meant to introduce you earlier, but, you know. Ah, no problem.
Tak.
In fact, we were about to go grab a beer together. Wanna tag along, Tak? The more the merrier, I say.
Huh?
Right now? This is all so sudden. Come on, jackass. We're going to tender. Aidichi here was one of the smartest kids in the school, you know? Even back then. So you were an honor student? Huh? Nah, he's blowing it out of proportion. I tested well, but I was also a little punk, always picking fights. The teachers hated me. And that's the story of how we started getting along. Aidichi and I were always teaming up to kick some neighborhood's wannabe gangs' asses. He was the brain, I was the brawn. We were a hell of a tag team, right? Yeah, scary alone, unstoppable together. When you and I hit the streets together, it was bad news.
Kaito!
To this day, I don't think I've ever met a guy I'd rather have on my team than Kaito-san. It's nice to be appreciated, but no need to lay it on that thick. Aw, that's fine. Besides, you've got a new partner now. You mean me? Huh, Tak? My partner? We're a pretty good team, but... partners? What do you think, Tak? I don't know. I always thought of you as a colleague, but I guess partner works too. Yagami-san, I hate to ask this out of the blue, but do you think I could borrow Kaito for a bit? Oh, some kind of job thing? Exactly. I was going to visit you at your office to ask this, but... Nah, here's fine. But what does a real estate firm need a lug like Kaito around for? How about that? Or about that, sorry. I need a bodyguard. Oh.
Yo.
What's all this about, Heidichi? Yeah, you wouldn't think real estate would have such physical demand. But Kamurocho's market has been attracting rough types for years, and they hate newcomers like me. When you say rough types, you mean Yakuza? Yeah. It's a never-ending cycle of fights, protection money, and scare tactics. And that's why you need a bodyguard? Yes, but only if it wouldn't cause any trouble for you. I know you must be drowning in cases.
Yep.
Not really. I understand though, and I'm fine with it, as long as Kaito-san is. Yeah, no prob. I'm not giving you any friendly discounts, Aidichi. Of course. How does 80k per day sound to you, Yakami-san?
Yep.
No issue here. Incredible. I really appreciate how flexible you've been about this.
Kaito!
And Kaito, it looks like a little tag team rides again, hey? I'm looking forward to this, partner. Yeah. Huh. This sure brings me back. Glad to be aboard. That's a weird fist pump. Nice. Kaito-san seems to really be enjoying having found his old buddy. Haito Aidichi, huh? I should have his company's business card in my case file, and that'll give me his address. Maybe I should check in on him. Yeah, let's go check in on Kaito. Yeah, normally you would have to, like first time you would have to look at the business card because it would tell you where it is, but pretty much once you know, on replete playthroughs, you pretty much know where to go. It's just over here.
Huh?
Yeah, likely story. Get lost already. And there's Kaito-san doing what he does best. Is that guy in the loud shirt Yakuza or something? Probably. Aidichi is shady as hell. Wouldn't surprise me in the slightest if he was hiring Yakuza. What do you mean, shady? You haven't heard the rumors? I've heard every negotiation his office gets involved with ends in threats. Yikes. I can't just ignore a rumor like that.
Tuck.
Yo, Tuck. What's up? See him running away. Were those two guys talking crap?
Hey.
They just didn't like your shirt. Anyway, how's the job going, Kaito-san? Staying out of trouble? Now why would you ask that? Unless you think I'm the one causing trouble. No. I was just hearing rumors.
Kaito!
I think that's a wrap for today, Kaito. What do you say we grab beers? Oh, Yakami-san. You should have told me you'd be stopping by. Hey. Come on, Kaito. Tender sound good? Yeah, I just want to grab a bite first. I'm starving. That rumor I heard is going to keep bugging me. It's probably nothing, but I think I should look into it. Maybe if I hit some spots where the locals gather, I could pick something up. Yeah, we gotta talk to the, debt collector dude. We gotta talk to him. Well, first we gotta get past these idiots.
Really, guys?
Wait. Don't you get smart with me? How about showing us some respect, huh? Respect? For swindling me out of my money? I'll respect you when you pay back what you owe. Wouldn't that be more fair? You think the Kane gang's just gonna bend over backwards and pay you out the ass, huh? again with these Kane gang lunatics. They just cause problems wherever they go, don't they? Step in. I pretty much do, because I have to talk to this guy. I can't just let this go. Time for me to step in. Hey. Oh, what are you doing here?
Hey.
You not only refuse to pay your debt, but you'd even assault your lender? Didn't know you punks could stoop so low. You feeling sorry for the guy? Then why don't I just punish you in his place?
You asked for it.
Are you alright? Thanks to you, yeah. I take it you're familiar with those punks?
Mm-hmm.
You could say that. For one reason or another, they seem to have a grudge against me. Damn. Well, that doesn't sound very pleasant. See? I knew you could pay up. I'll be taking back my money now. Hope you choke on it, you bastard. Now that that's settled, looks like we haven't introduced ourselves, have we?
This is Yagami.
I guess not. I'm Takayuki Yagami, and I work as a detective here in Kamurocho. A detective, you say? Interesting. I'm Kazufumi Kamaguchi, and I run turtle financing on the 3rd floor of this building. In other words, I'm a debt collector. And you were trying to collect from the Kane gang of all people?
Oh.
Yeah. Should have known they never plan on paying me back. This isn't the first time they attacked me either. Low-life bastards. They think they can do whatever the hell they want. Unforgivable. Ones I lent money to. Actually ended up... Wait, you lent money to them? Man, you really need to be more careful who you trust.
Yagami-san.
Yeah, no kidding. Say, Yagami-san, you're good at tracking people down, yes? Being that you're a detective and all.
Yep.
Well, that is one part of the job. And from what I've seen, you can handle yourself in a scuffle to boot. Could you track down those 2 imbeciles for me and get my money back?
Huh?
Huh? You really want me to do it? Yeah. I'll pay you for it, of course. I am always running into them one way or another. Alright, I think I can accept your case. Great. You'd be doing me quite a favor. This is the Kane game we're talking about. Even when I ignore them, they butt into my life. Guess I'll just have to drag them over to Kamaguchi-san whenever I see their ugly mugs. Oh, would you look at the time? I'd better be getting back to the office. See ya. Kane gang leaders. When the threat level's on screen, not only will there be a crazy amount of Kane gang members, but leaders will show up somewhere in town. I don't think... Yeah, they actually never... That threat thing never happened. Because I never did this, that's why. But I'm sure now, since I did this, now they're gonna actually show up.
Hey.
Hey, Kamaguchi-san, can I ask you something?
Nani?
What's up? You heard anything about ADDC estates? There's some rumors going around about them. Oh, yeah. I've heard of them. And I suggest you don't get involved. Why's that? Well, the way I hear it, they make the Yakuza look like the good guys.
Huh?
Yeah. That's damning. Right? They use threats, tricks. They'll sink to any low to get the job done. And Aichi himself is the worst of the pack. He puts on a good show, but he's downright evil. No way. Not that I've seen it firsthand or anything. Hope that helps. Yeah, it does. Thanks. It could be just rumors, but I should still let Kaito-san know about them, just in case.
Hello?
Hello, Kaito-san? Where are you right now? I'm at Heiichi's office. What's up? Just something I want to tell you about. I'll head your direction. Yeah? Guess I'll wait for you here then. Dude, I can't go out the window. Okay, it's close by. Over there.
Tak.
So, Tak, what's all this about? It's about Heiichi-san, actually. Where is he? He went to dinner at Kyorei, and I'm meeting him there later. Why? You want him to hear this?
Nope.
Nope. I think it's better that he's gone, actually.
Yo.
Huh? I've heard some concerning stuff about Heiichi-san. I just wanted to make sure you knew. What do you mean, concerning? I wasn't out digging up dirt or anything, but people have been saying Aiichi's company does dirty business. They'll go as far as to say he makes the Yakuza look friendly. I just want you to be careful. You came all the way over here just to tell me that, talk? Something like that. Better safe than sorry. Then you wasted your time. I've known this guy longer than I've known you. The world can say whatever it wants, but I know when to trust my instincts. It's my call. You're right, but still. I don't need you sticking your nose into everything I do. Don't you have your own crap to deal with? Right. I'll mind my own business then. Yeah. And don't worry about me so much. See you around. Kaito-san has a point, but that doesn't change how worried I am. Aiichi is having dinner at Kyorei. Maybe I should just check on him? Better get a taxi. But I get the feeling that the Kane game's gonna come back in the sequel. I got that feeling. I wouldn't be surprised if they did that. In the sequel, these guys come back, but probably there's like more members. Like on top of the 4 members, they're probably gonna put in like more or something. I don't know. Maybe they'll do something different. Maybe it'll be a different game then. There he is. I've gotta say, his associate looks pretty rough. Maybe I can get close enough to hear him without them noticing. Let's put on a disguise. Stakeout style. Go with that. Don't mind me. I may have the same jacket, but I'm a different person.
What?
I want that land. I don't care what you have to do to get it. You keep the Ushimata family out of this, got it? You doubt me? I've been beefing up security, you know. I've even hired Kaito. He's built like a tank, and dumb as rocks. I assure you, I'm making every effort to crush them. The real problem is that the landlord is probably going to be stubborn. I have a contingency in place already. Take a look. A girl? She's cute, but what's this have to do with it? She's the landlord's daughter, fresh into her first year of college. Moved down on her own and everything. I've already got her address. I don't follow. Let's just say I've got some thirsty boys ready to go, and a picture is worth 1,000 words in a negotiation. Nobody wants his daughter's stolen virtue going viral. I'm sure he'll see things our way. Holy crap, ADDC. You really do put the Yakuza to shame. Anyway, let's wrap this up. I'm meeting Kaito in a few, and this is higher level than he needs to hear. Right. You've got our future in your hands. Handle it. ADDC is a monster, and Kaito is falling for this? Kaito-san is on his way to Kyorei. I need to talk to him about this.
Hey.
Kaito-san, you got a minute?
Tak.
What is it this time, Tak?
Kaito!
Yo, Kaito. I didn't keep you waiting, did I? Oh, Yakami-san. Perfect timing. I think we need to put some things out on the table.
Yo.
Tak, what's all this about? The rumors about ADDC-san were true, Kaito-san. This guy is scum. Didn't I tell you to drop this crap, Tak? You did, but that's because you two have history. But whatever happened between then and now, he's not the same. Yakami-san, what are you talking about?
Huh?
Don't play dumb. I heard your whole conversation at Kyorei. You've got your eyes on some land, and you're sick enough to have your thugs hurt the owner's daughter to get it. Not only that, but you'd film a sexual assault and then use it as your bargaining chip. I think I heard enough. Wow, that's dark. Maybe you misunderstood something? No, I wouldn't call it that at all. Even Kaito-san is just a tool in your scheme. Well, this is pretty unsettling, isn't it? I think Yagami-san might have the wrong idea here. But Kaito, you know what kind of guy I am, don't you? You think I'm capable of the horrible things he's saying about me. Kaito, trust me. Come with me, and I'll prove it. Right.
Yeah.
I signed up for the job. I'm not going to go back on my word.
Huh?
Your word, Kaito-san?
Tak.
Sorry, Tak, but I told you to stay out of this. Anything from here on is my problem to deal with. That's how it is, huh?
Kaito!
Are we done here? We need to get going, Kaito.
Yeah.
Sure. He's using you, Kaito-san. I won't let him drag you down with him. I won't let him drag you down with him. Did you hear a word I said, Tak? I told you to butt out. Hell no. I know the truth now, and I can't just turn a blind eye. And I'm telling you, I don't need your help. Come on, Kaito-san. So you're willing to do what it takes to stop me?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll kick your ass if I have to. I wouldn't recommend trying. When was the last time you beat me in a fight? Never? Right. The old me never stood a chance against you. But this time, I think I'm fighting for something bigger, and I won't lose. Huh. Fine. You can talk big, at least. But if you're gonna block my way, I'm going to go through you, and that's gonna hurt.
Yeah.
Let's see you try. I'm going to wake your ass up, one way or another.
Tak.
I'm not holding back, Tak. Alright, I'm gonna go to sleep now. Enjoy your stream and take care, everyone. Bye. Okay, Aiden. See you later. Thanks for joining. I appreciate it. Hope you have a good night tonight. I hope you have a good night. Yeah, no problem, Maiden. No problem. Thanks for joining. I really appreciate it. When'd you learn how to punch, Tak? Huh. Guess I picked it up somewhere along the way. Did getting your ass beat bring you to your senses? I could have done without it, you moron. I've been seeing straight this whole time.
Huh?
You still don't get it, Kaito-san. What's it going to take? I'm out of ways to communicate to you, man. Why won't you trust me? I didn't even want to fight you. Tak, listen. Seriously, Kaito. Enough dicking around. You can't do guard duty if you're bruised and beaten. My bad, Aichi. But it looks like I can't go with you. What? This stubborn son of a witch isn't going to let me through. You want me to come along? You owe it to Tak to prove your innocence. Right here and now. Innocence? What, so now I'm guilty of something? You don't believe me? Can't say that I do, actually. You've said a lot of crap that it hasn't sat right with me since we met back up. Like what? Come on, man. We went drinking a bunch of times. You've said all kinds of shady stuff. I didn't need Tak to point out just how much you've changed.
Huh?
You suspected him the whole time, Kaito-san? Then why did you... I still would have liked to have seen it with my own eyes, Tak. That's why I took the bodyguard job. I figured I'd be close enough to see it. And if he was going to pull some ill crap with me around, you bet your ass I'd have kicked his ass to stop it. I forgot to put a word there. I thought maybe I could bring him around. What the hell? You could have just said that. I tried to tell you it was my problem, man. But no, you had to go poking your nose into it. Well, Kaito, you could have just said, he's a bad guy, but I'm gonna deal with him. But then again, probably Yagami would have gotten involved. Still, though, you could have worded it better. So, Adichie, let's hear it. You have anything that would contradict Tak's account? I see how it is. Thank God for friends, right? And here you were trying to save me. Brings a tear to my eye. I'll take that as a no, Aidichi. You know what, Kaito? You're a pain in the ass. You've never known your damn place. An idiot like you should just follow orders, not think. I got some work for you boys. You both know too much. Now I've got no choice. What's the plan, Kaito-san? I can't believe I let this guy sucker me like that. This is no time to mope, Kaito-san. We can settle this together if you want, though. Yeah. Sorry, but I might need your help here. Cool. Time for the usual mayhem, then. It was fun while it lasted, Kaito, but what can I say? You're poison to any partnership.
Out of the way.
Stay the hell down, a-hole. Hey, come on, Kaito. Let's reconsider. I'm gonna come into a nice stack of cash real soon. I'll cut you in. We're friends, aren't we? We could still be partners. Get out of my sight, Aichi. If I ever see your face again, I'm gonna pound it. Kaito. His face is gonna be turned into pound cake. I see your face again, I'm gonna turn it into pound cake. You sure it was wise to let him loose, Kaito-san? Yeah. Nobody's gonna save him from the weight of his own deeds. As for me, not sure why I went looking for a new partner when I've already got one. Partners, huh? Tak, when it's all said and done, I owe you more than anyone. So don't let me down. I won't, Kaito-san. Wanna get cheesy? Hell no. Guess it's not really our style. Damn. Too much ass kicking for one night. I'm gonna go crash later. Good to have you around, Kaito-san.
Yagami-san, it's Sugiura. Want to meet up and talk Kachihira? Heard of a place called Koi Bride?
Unfortunately, yeah. How do y'all know this place?
Just gotta have connections? Anyway, I'll see you there.
Okay guys, hold on. I'll be right back real quick. Just gonna use the restroom real quick. I'll be sure to come back real quickly. Hold on. Alright, I'm back. Alright, let's continue now. Oops, I gotta go this way.
You got here faster than I thought you would, Yagami-san.
Well, how'd it go? Find anything between Kajihira and Kazumi?
Just a couple of rumors, really.
Then what's with that grin?
Fine. You got me. You know that meeting they had? Turns out it was about the ADDC.
What?
For years now, the Kajihira group has been secretly planning an absolutely massive redevelopment project. And where were they planning it? This plot of land right here.
That's the ADDC.
Yep. The area around it, too. To be precise, Kajihira wanted all the land belonging to the Medical Institute, which, as you know, is managed by none other than the Ministry of Health.
So Kajihira's redevelopment plan was premised on gaining land from the Ministry of Health.
That explains why Kajihira needed to talk to Minister Kazumi. If they want to go forward with the redevelopment, they'll have to shut the Institute down, including the ADDC.
But is getting just one bigwig on board with the project enough?
It is in this case. Apparently Kazumi was already planning to shut the center down.
Huh?
See, the Institute was created with the goal of addressing Japan's aging population problem. Too many seniors, not enough babies, all that. But for the past 10 years, the money's been going into a black hole. People even call it a tax scam. I mean, they're not wrong. Management's just a bunch of crusty government types.
I see. So if the Minister of Health says the time's up...
Bye-bye, ADDC. Hello, giant plot of land.
Wouldn't that reflect poorly on Kazumi, though?
Maybe, but I doubt he'd mind so long as he got a nice kickback from it. And that's exactly what Kajihira put on the table. I'm sure it was enough to cover the damage. A big old bribe, basically. On top of that, Kajihira bought up all the land around the center years back to avoid rising prices.
All he needed was the Ministry of Health's go-ahead.
They're not even trying to hide it.
Yep, but as luck would have it, it just wasn't meant to be. One day, Kajihira's redevelopment project suddenly got flushed down the drain. Something happened preventing the ADDC from closing. It's all thanks to this guy.
Kido and his 89 research.
Yeah, you don't just shut down a dementia drug that could change the world. So Kazumi started singing 89's praises to anyone who'd listen. And you know how it ends. The ADDC stayed in business, the money kept flowing, the research kept going. Kazumi brushed the whole deal under the rug.
And pulled it right out from under Kajihira.
Yep. Guy must have lost billions in the process. Wonder what that feels like. I'd guess he's not too happy with his 89 business.
Right. How'd you get all this anyway? I literally asked you today.
You want to look behind the curtain, huh?
What?
It's not that impressive. It was all published online last year. It was a pretty gripping article, but they couldn't substantiate their claims. Everyone wrote it off as tabloid nonsense.
I think they might have been right.
Why?
The piece is by Ko Hattori.
That dude.
And he's an asshole.
You know him?
Yeah, we go back. And apparently he stormed Genda's office today looking for an interview.
Huh? Doesn't that mean you can ask him yourself? You better get a move on.
I guess I'll have to.
Kajihira has lost a ton of money because of this ADDC business. Does that have anything to do with why Shintani and those Kyorei guys got murdered? Alright, let's head to the law office now. Actually, no, hold on. Let me get my heat up. I need to get my heat up, so let me go to a let me head here. I'm gonna get some, I'm gonna drink some alcohol. Because I need to get my heat up. Okay, oh, okay, but got fed up with waiting for you to appear. Crap, what do I... Yeah. With 12 levels on screen, I only will carry crazy amounts of members. Yeah. Yeah, these guys are here now. But they're not hard. The hardest, actually, is the last one you fight against. Kobe. I think that was his name. He's the worst. And you'll see why when we get to him. But first, I need to get some alcohol first. Get some alcohol so I can get some heat. I need some heat.
いらっしゃいませ。
That and health too, I need also.
Good stuff.
There we go.
ありがとうございました。
Now I just need to get health now. Right here. I gotta fight those two guys in. Well, I don't have to, but I'll fight them so that way the King Gang will just leave me alone. Those two guys are easy anyway. They're easy. This guy, there he is. Him and Hunter, they're both easy. Along with the third guy. There you are, Yagami. Today's the day I smear you into the pavement once and for all. Get ready to eat some street, F-face.
What a waste.
Alright, we're here. Don't push me, you craphead. Well, if it isn't Kasai himself, who actually caught the guy. Yep. Mind explaining what the hell we're doing here, Yagami? Not at all. You owe Turtle Financing 800 grand, remember? This gentleman here got so tired of waiting, he asked me to collect for him. Even turtles can't wait forever. Huh? What? So you're his lapdog now? How pathetic. Kasai, we already know you have the money. I'm surprised you haven't blown it at every high-end soapland in town by now. You think you got me figured out, huh? Well, what if I just said F it to paying back the money?
Hey.
So that's how it's gonna be. Then I guess we'll need to pay a very special visit to a very special place. Wait, where do you think you're taking me? The courtroom, of course. Oh, wait, you didn't know I was a certified lawyer? Here, check out this badge. Hot crap, huh, right? Huh? You're actually a damn lawyer? Jeez, what don't you do? Apparently a lot less than you. Debt evasion's probably just the tip of the iceberg for a leader of the Klan gang. What? Huh? You heard me. With a record like yours, you'll be out of the courtroom behind bars so fast, it'll make your head spin. No, wait. Don't do this to me. All I need to do is pay, right?
Yagami-san.
Wow, Yagami-san. You practically had him begging for mercy there. That alone is almost worth paying for.
Ah,
they've been getting on my nerves as it is. You didn't need to give me anything. Well, I just wanted to show you my appreciation, so take it anyway. In that case, I'll take you up on your offer. Now then, the only one left is Honda, and I hear he's pretty tough to take down. Watch yourself. 28% is red, alright. When we defeat Honda, then it'll be gone. It'll go away. You head up this way. I could be surprised if I walk into a group of them.
Wow, really?
Stay down.
Really, guys?
Where's Honda? Oh, he's up where the ejected. Okay. Well, might as well take a taxi then. Hey, how's my stuff? Yep, I'm good. Alright. Where's the, Oh, he moved. Freaking chicken. Doesn't want to fight me. Come for you, Honda. You can't hide from me. Ah, there's the man I've been looking for. So Koga, being the lazy mother sucker that he is, asked me to kick your ass. But regardless of the reason, I'd be happy to fight you either way. Huh. I could go on like this forever. But why don't we catch up with our fists instead? Not sure what it's doing this one. Ah well, whatever, it's cool. Oh man, sheesh, oh damn it. I should have healed up first, that was my bad. Ugh, damn it. Where is he now? He moved. Eh, whatever. I'll just get healed up. I should have healed up is what I should have done. Help someone bring a translator? Translator? What's she talking about?
Excuse me.
Hey, is everything alright? No, it isn't. I don't understand a word this guy's saying. Please help a girl out. Pardon me, but do you happen to know where the lavatory is? I've always been good at basic English. I should take over from here. Hey, all he wants to know is where the restroom is. Oh, it's right outside the cafe. In English that would be... It's right outside the cafe. You can't miss it. Excellent. Thank you very much. That went pretty well. Hope I wasn't too rusty. I'm sorry about that, sir. That other word really caught me off guard. I always thought it was just toilet in English. Well, at least you know your basics. Sometimes it's hard to determine the best word to say. Yeah, I do like the language, but I haven't been studying for long. Gotcha. So you're a student right now? Yeah, I'm actually in college. I've been thinking of working overseas for a while too. Once I graduate anyway. So I decided to start working here to get some more speaking practice. You know, since hotels generally have a lot of foreign customers, not a bad idea. Well, keep it up and maybe your English will improve. Yes, thank you for today's lesson. Oh, and can I ask your name?
It's me.
Sure. I'm Takayuki Yagami. And I'm Cade Sonata. It was really nice to meet you. Likewise. Well, keep at it. I will. Hope to see you next time. Alright. Let me eat now. I need to get some food. There we go. At least the bright side is when you die, you don't really lose anything. That's a good thing, at least. And the threat meter is already down, so I don't really need to fight them anymore. Really feels good. I have rolled back. Should be something in the delivery box. And next time I need to make sure that I get health up. I do forget that on Legend, they can do a lot of damage. Like, you think you have enough health, but they can drag the health down really quickly. You'd be surprised. Like, my health bar is long, but sometimes, but especially bosses, they can bring that down in an instant, pretty much.
Oh, hey, Yagami-san.
Is Hattori still here?
No, he actually left a while ago.
Oh yeah? You really did scare him off then, huh?
More like he couldn't handle Saori-san staring into his soul.
Who can?
By the way,
Mafuyu.
I came to offer condolences for Shintani-sensei.
That's not the only reason. Tell Yagami-san straight.
Right.
Let's forget about that cornball Shintani. Let's forget about him.
Something you needed to say?
Yes. Well, Izumida wants to take you in, Yagami-kun, for Shintani-sensei's murder.
Does he? A detective by the name of Kuroiwa said I was a material witness, too.
What is going on, Yagami-kun?
Hey, I could ask you the same thing.
Just to be sure, you didn't do it, did you?
Me? Kill Shintani?
Yes.
Of course I didn't. How could you even ask?
I'm a prosecutor, remember? Doubting people is my job.
So why does Izumida suspect me? Does he even have anything to go on?
I'm not sure. They're leaving me out of the loop on purpose, I think. But even Morita-san suspects you.
They really don't like me, huh?
I don't think they can charge you with a murder on the grounds of not liking you, Yagami-kun.
Yeah, but they're hating me for a reason.
I'm glad you didn't kill anyone. But if anything comes up, feel free to get in touch. If it's within my power, I'll do what I can to help.
Thanks, Mafuyu.
See you later. Say goodbye again to Sensei for me.
Did Sugiura-san end up finding anything? What's the latest?
He did. Apparently, Kajihira was trying to get Kazumi to close down the ADDC.
Wait. What?
He wanted to use the center's land for his redevelopment project. But then the AD9 research came out and threw a wrench into things. Kajihira lost a lot of money.
Wait a second. That means he's connected directly to the ADDC.
According to Hattori's article, at least.
Hattori-san wrote about it?
That's why I stopped by. I wanted to ask him about it in person.
So, he hangs around when you don't want him, and then when you need him, he's nowhere in sight.
That guy's the worst, seriously.
I know that feeling. When you need something, it's... When you are ignoring something and it's always there, but when you do need it, it's not there. I get that feeling. I understand.
Did a woman just leave that office you hang around in?
Hmm? Oh, you must mean Mafuyu.
Oh, I didn't know her name. She's pretty, though.
Wait, does that mean you've been following me?
I'll tell you later. I'd worry more about all the Yakuza tailing Mafuyu-san.
Huh?
Yeah, it's like 4 Yakuza. Maybe more. What should I do? We should do something, right?
I'll be right there. Where are you?
Head straight to Theater Square once you're down. And be quick about it, yeah? I can't take them all by myself, Yagami-san. You coming, Yagami-san? Where are you?
I just left Genda's office. How's Mafuyu?
Fine for now. But maybe not much longer. Those Yakuza are getting closer by the minute. You've gotta hurry, Yagami-san. She's just about to cross Theater Square. Are you there, Yagami-san? Mafuyu just went left on Theater Avenue.
Got it, thanks.
She's got even more Yakuza on her tail now. It's way more than 4 by my count.
Are they on her about some Yakuza-related case? What family are they from?
I haven't figured that out. Better just to get over to her quick.
Yo, road's closed, pal. You're Yagami, yeah?
I don't have time for this.
Afraid that's not your call. We've got an appointment with the lady prosecutor, you see.
What?
You heard me, asshole. Now step the fuck back, or else! Damn it.
Who are you? And why are you following Mafuyu?
Don't think we're giving up that easy.
Yo, need a hand talk?
Kaito-san.
I'm kind of bummed you started the party without me, man. I'm raring to go.
What the hell?
Not a second too late. Mind taking care of these guys? I gotta get after Mafuyu.
Mafuyu-chan? She's not in trouble, is she?
Handle it, please. See ya.
I get it. You guys are tailing Mafuyu-chan. I can't exactly let that kind of shit slide, assholes.
Son of a bitch.
Can you hear me, Yagami-san? Are you still coming?
I'm coming. How's Mafuyu?
Safe. Over on Nakamichi Street now. Her and, 4 more Yakuza. I don't know if I can take them on my own.
Got it. I'm turning onto Nakamichi Street now.
Hurry, okay? Watch your back, Yagami-san. Looks like the Yakuza are onto you.
Why are they not on me?
All 4 of them are heading your way.
Got it. Keep an eye on Mafuyu for me.
Bicycle for the win. They really need to give you, I hope in the sequel they give you more weapons, because there's not, it's not to say that there's no weapons to use, but compared to the other ones, there's not too many, like you can't use knives, you can't use guns, you can't use that stuff. Hopefully in the sequel they put more weapons you can use. What the hell, the police? They're always on me, but now they're not here.
Shit. Get back.
Why? Let's go!
Huh? Hold on a minute.
Yagami, you're going down!
The police are always on my ass, and yet they're not here now, of course. Bicycle, I need your strength.
You okay?
Yeah, I think so. Who were they?
Not a clue. I'm only here because a friend tipped me off. Kaito-san helped too. Don't forget to thank him later.
I don't understand, though. Why would the Yakuza come after me?
Sorry, give me a second.
Are you okay, Yagami-san? How's your friend?
She's okay, thanks to you, Sekira.
Glad to hear it. By the way, I'm tailing that van that tried to nab her.
Great. We'll need to figure out where it was going.
Right.
Hello, Izumida-san? This is Fuji.
Oh yeah, Yagami-san. Those Yakuza were Kyorei. I recognized a few of them from KJR.
Why would the Kyorei go after Mafuyu?
We might be better off asking them that in person. Think you can head over now?
No, I need to make sure Mafuyu gets home safe first. I'll call you later.
I'll be fine. Don't worry. Izumida-san says he'll send some officers over for me. The Kyorei Clan is a Kansai-based group, yes? They're the ones who were harassing me?
Looks like it. As for why...
Because you're cute.
I think it was probably to get to me.
Huh?
I got kinda... involved with the Kyorei Clan. That's gotta have something to do with this.
What are you doing messing with Yakuza? What is it?
I saw them hit you earlier. Are you hurt?
No.
I'm gonna make sure this never happens again.
Hmm?
I'll sort this out with those Kyorei guys.
You can't. That's not safe. Don't worry about me, okay? I'll stay far away from Kamurocho for a while. In fact, maybe you should come with me, Yagami-kun. Lay low for a while.
Your carriage awaits. You gonna be okay? I'm sorry, but I can't leave now. Not yet.
Why, though?
It looks like the killer we're after now is somehow connected to the murder 3 years ago.
That would mean... the Shinpei Okubo case?
Yeah. Right before Shintani was killed, he tried to contact a researcher named Shono at the ADDC. The same Shono who testified against Okubo in the trial.
That's all you have?
I'm still trying to piece everything together. But I have to keep going until this puzzle is solved.
You know, it's been 3 years since I've seen you this worked up.
Hmm?
It's kind of refreshing, actually.
Huh?
You just look so... alive.
Maybe I am. See you later.
Hello?
Hey, it's Yagami. I'm free now. Where are you?
Turns out the van never even left Kamurocho. They all got out at some sketchy cabaret. Place called Honmaruen on Park Boulevard.
Honmaruen?
Kaito-san's heading over too.
Gotcha. I'll be there ASAP.
Taxi. Unfortunately, there's no taxi at the very top, so I gotta take this one. They really should have put one where the hotels were. They should have put a taxi there. But whatever. Oh yeah, how's my health? Well, my heat's low. So. Oh, there's smoking over there.
Doc, it's Kaito.
Hey, where are you? I'm almost to the cabaret.
Right out front. Sugiura's here too.
Okay, I'll be there in a sec.
It's funny, it's nighttime, but the background, it was all like bright. Alright, let me smoke. We can get some heat. There we go. Oh, some healing item. There you go. Skip all this stuff.
Hi.
Alright, now I'm ready. Now I'm motivated.
Over here, Town.
Get that there.
Look, that's the van we tracked.
Right. Does that mean this is another Kyorei hideout?
Wouldn't be surprised. Who knows how many of the bastards are gonna be in there. But are you ready to find out?
I'm ready.
Yeah, let's roll.
Huh? Hey, do you guys even have a plan?
Don't need one.
What? There could be a freaking army in there.
Doesn't matter how many there are.
Yeah, I don't really care. Besides, I'm not in the mood for strategizing.
Why not?
Come on, man. You think he's gonna let him slide after they hit his girl?
You guys are freaking nuts.
All right, it's all Utah. You get to take point on this one.
Club's rented out, asshole. Can't you fucking read? Wait, aren't you? It's Yagami! Stop where you are!
So, this is where you were gonna drag Mafuyu-chan, huh?
Hmm?
Who gave the order? Was it Murase? Or maybe it was Shibuya?
What's it matter?
We want to talk to the big boys.
Yeah, what he said.
Shut it! But fine! If you want to fight, bring it on, asshole! Ah!
What the...
Hey! You're out of step, dumbass! You're never gonna get any laughs with moves like that! Give me some fire, chuckleheads! Now! Un, deux, trois! Un, deux, trois!
What the shit is this?
Whatever it is, killing the mood.
Oniki! It's Yagami! Huh?
Stay down, Shimano. In case you're wondering what I was talking about, it's one of the bad guys from the first Yakuza. That's why.
Let go, asshole! Just go, tough. We'll be fine.
All right, you've got this.
I didn't mean to do that.
That'll do it.
It's Yagami!
Yeah, great. They got guns now.
Holy shit! Don't shoot, dumbass! Fucking cowards! Let go of him!
And why would I do that?
I ain't the one using a gun. I didn't want to do that. An a-hole. I tried to get on the wall and he didn't go up. Made it real quickly. There.
Another gun? You know those are illegal, right?
Pretty sure they don't care. They don't really care. I want to grab that.
Kaito-san, Sugira, you made it.
Told ya.
Trust us next time, man.
Right. Let's get going.
Oh shit! What the? Drop something!
The fact that guy talked Japanese was weird. Make sure this. I don't want this guy getting up because he'll use a gun.
Why am I not surprised? Shioya.
Asian DSP, of course.
I'd rather make an entrance, don't I? It's damn good to see you, Yagami. Crying shame these idiots were so goddamn useless, though. Guess strength in numbers ain't all it's chalked up to be. Pansies. You all trying to get your fingers chopped off tonight? Huh?
He's gonna turn into KFC chicken, all those fingers. He's gonna be turned to chicken fingers.
You should have just told me if you wanted to fight. Would have been glad to do it at my place. What is it you want?
Well, I've got a little job I need done. You boys in?
What job?
I'm not in the business of being refused, so I needed to take out an insurance policy. That's why I decided to give that girlfriend of yours a little ride.
Fuck off. We would have done it for next to nothing. Almost no questions asked.
We're that desperate?
Damn right. But now this asshole went and hit Mafuyu-chan, so we're never gonna help him no matter what he says. And even if Tak ends up on board, I'll still kick your ass!
Have a little faith, huh?
A couple of comedians, huh?
Oh, it's for funnier than you, DSP.
Looks like I'm just gonna have to bust your pathetic skulls myself. Easier that way, yeah? Now go. Break their fucking faces.
I love that move.
Okay.
Sit your ass down. You got knocked the hell out, man. Should have eaten more KFC beforehand.
Hey, look who it is.
It's the guy from Six Flags.
Buddy Hattori, isn't it?
And of course, this a-hole.
Right. And who's the old man?
Well, well. Never thought I'd be running into him here.
Huh? So... you're the ones from the Yagami Detective Agency.
That old man is the person responsible for all 10,000 employees in the Kajihira group. Shigeru Kajihira.
So he's the guy.
Are you gonna get up and do some dancing for us? Alright everyone, I'm actually gonna end the stream here. Been streaming for a while now, so... next stream, obviously we'll continue with Judgment, but thank you all for coming, really appreciate it, always appreciate you coming along, and I hope to see you on the next stream, so take care, bye.